big news for the SHIB army, as the final test location for Shiba Eternity has just gone live, and players in the great nation of Australia now have full access to Shiba Inu's collectible card game. And with this news, we have heard from Shytoshi Kusama some more details about the much anticipated download day, as well as some unexpected news that the game will indeed include Shiba Inu token burns. And I'll be discussing this and a bit more in today's Shiba Inu ecosystem video. Welcome back to SHIB Planet, everyone. This is Ace. I believe we are now in the final testing stage before the global release of Shiba Eternity, and Shytoshi Kusama has stated that he has big plans to do two things. Firstly, to break the app stores, all the app stores, and also to send a message to the crypto community. And secondly, to announce more details about burning some Shiba Inu tokens. Alright guys, let's get right to it. Congratulations Australia, you have just been cleared to be the next and probably last testing location for Shiba Eternity, because prior to this, Shiba Eternity was only released in Vietnam, where it quickly entered the top 50 on the Apple App Store under the card game section. And the response for Vietnam was so intense that William Volk said that they had to increase the server capacity 50 times just to handle that demand. And the testing, it was used to gain more user experience information, and also to iron out some bugs, so that on download day that things would make the biggest impact possible. And speaking about why the releases were being staged this way, this is what Trophius from the Shiba Inu team had to say. In response, he says, gotta do it slowly to not overload the servers. And in another message he says, regarding staged releases, we can't just swing the doors open. I myself live in Australia, and I downloaded the game within the first hour after it was released, but it actually took ages just to load the initial screen, and I had to give up and try a little bit later. But eventually it did load perfectly, and I got to hear Ryoshi speak his introduction and also conduct his training session. I haven't had much time to play it though, but when I do, I will consider doing a training video for you guys, but I do think that the training that you're going to get in the beginning is just fine. And if you're wondering when your country is next, don't worry, Shytoshi had this to say. In response to a community member who asked when Europe, Shytoshi responded, I believe Australia is our last test location, next up #download day. And in another communication, somebody commented, I think it's a good idea that Shiba Eternity comes out in parts of the country to avoid overload, and that they'll wait patiently for their turn. And Shytoshi responded by saying, it's just for testing, because on #download day, I want us to break the app stores. And speaking specifically about burns, this is what Shytoshi had to say. He says, SHIB Army, there will be burns from the game, period. Upcoming details will explain why Shiba Eternity is powerful, challenging, great for SHIB, Shiboshi holders, and Shibarium once the blockchain version is released. The real question is, where will you be on #download day? And so now we have confirmation that somehow burns will be incorporated into Shiba Eternity. And my interpretation from this is that the burns will happen through the blockchain version, which is also going to be built on Shibarium. And if the App Store version does somehow burn SHIB, the only way I can think that this is possible is that a portion of in-game revenue could be dedicated to burns. But for that, we'll have to wait and see to get more details from Shytoshi. And Shytoshi did have a little bit more to say about this in response to some comments. And so a community member asked, what do you mean from the game, period? Do you mean that there'll be burns from the game, period? Curious, because if the betas will have burns from active players in those countries, and if so, would you be able to show an example of those burns from the game? Great work, devs. And Shytoshi responds, I will explain in detail right before download day. There will be a lot to discuss, as this is much more than a game. It's an offensive against the powers of evil which are attempting to destroy our Shiba Eternity. And so from this, my understanding is that we're going to hear more clear details about how these burns are going to work just before download day. And so some of you may be wondering, what is download day, and also when is download day? So basically, download day is the day when Shiba Eternity is going to be released in all countries across all the Apple and Android international app stores. And Shytoshi and the team, they intend for the activity from the demand and the downloads to possibly break the app stores and send a message to the crypto community about the power of the SHIB army. And as to when is download day, I don't think I've got more information about that right now. All I know is that so far the Vietnam and Australia releases were almost exactly 1 month apart. So going by that logic, we shouldn't have to wait more than a month until download day. And remember, William Volk once said, download day is coming, we want to make sure it's all good. But as usual, not many people are patient with the process. In a certain Twitter comment I observed, Satoshi, he commented that next up is the entire world, and let's show these shadow cats we are a force. To which somebody responded, we are tired of hearing soon every time. And then to that, Satoshi responded, not even fair, bro. We are right, we are on schedule, and I've said this in our last test location. This time soon is like, honestly, soon, and some laughing emojis. But my view at the moment is just to trust the process, because we've had 2 successful test launches, and so we do know that it's coming. And I personally would rather that it launches successfully without a glitch. Otherwise, as we know, the crypto community can be very unforgiving. But I do like Satoshi's response here regarding both download day and the burns. Because in this GIF over here, he says it's not about money, it's about sending a message. And with that, I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are. There's always progress in Shiba Inu's developments, and that's what I like to see, even in this bear market. Speaking of which, I do anticipate some big movements in the crypto space on the 20th and 21st of September, because that's when we're likely to hear about the next Federal Reserve interest rate hike. And all the signs to me are pointing to another big one, potentially 75 basis point increase. I'm cautiously bearish at the moment, so be mindful about your crypto moves over those days. Once again, if you guys enjoy the way I cover the Shiba Inu ecosystem, the best way you can continue to support this channel is by simply hitting the like button and also leaving a comment, because those 2 actions will help send this video to the moon and help share some quality Shiba Inu content with the community. Once again, thank you so much for watching, everyone. This is Ace. Peace.